You released your first album 6 years ago?
Jeez, yeah, I guess so, right?
And well, since you are the rhythm section, if you listen to the first album and you compare it to Handwritten, how is your playing together? Has it evolved?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure. I mean,
all that sex.
And meth, man. Meth and sex.
We've always said, you know, people are like, oh, how do you get tight as a rhythm section? And it's a simple and clear answer. You just do heavy drugs together and then have sex. And now that's been going on for a good 6 or 7 years, I mean, we're really
solid,
tight
man.
As a unit, you know?
Rock solid. But yeah, I think we in the beginning started, thought it was important to learn the songs as a band, but then play together by ourselves as well. Because that's honestly how you do it in the studio, so we figured, why don't we do that before we get to the studio? And we still do that today, and I don't know, it's...
So the two of you play your parts?
Yeah, we'll like write songs with the group and write our own parts, but when you're hearing guitars and melodies, it's hard to just sit there and listen to our patterns and make sure we're locking up perfectly and making sure, because a bass and a drum to be right on, I mean, it should be like a little half step one way to make it just sound like really tight.
Sounds nice and smooth all around.
But that comes from time too. There is just like a natural, I mean, it's with all musicians, like, and that's why bands always, to me, like, when they have member changes, they think it's not a big deal. And it's a big fucking deal, you know what I mean? Because it takes
that chemistry,
years and years to develop just this sort of unspoken thing with music where you know where each other likes to go and you know like how it feels when you play with each other. And only time can give you that, you know? So that's where if people just randomly kick people out, I think they're giving up on time.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it gets to a point where when you're writing, you trust, like I could trust where he's going while we're writing something. So I'm gonna get there already, you know, to speed up the process in a writing. You know, like I know that if we're heading to a verse, we're going to drop down a little bit, or we're going to change the kick pattern in some area, or we'll talk about it as well. We're like, what are you doing there? Like, what are you thinking there? You know, and we'll.
Do you know where he normally wants to go, drumming wise?
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely. I think in music, I think of music as in patterns, and visually, I think when we're writing together, there's a certain kind of song that he'll play a certain way, and then there's a certain kind of song he'll play another way, and then there's the foundation of everything, but.
Do you have an example of a song that you know well, that you knew where he was going to go?
Yeah, I mean it's never like a guarantee, but let's see. I would say like a song like Queen of Lower Chelsea is a certain type of song, and then a song like 59 Sound and 45. Those are like-minded songs rhythmically to me, and I kind of could feel where things should be before they get there.
Do you have to get along?
Yeah,
of course.
I mean, we do, but I don't know if you have to.
Yeah, I mean, I think it improves music. It's another thing that I don't think people think enough about when they talk about writing music and playing music is the social aspect of a band. You know, I've seen a lot of bands who are professionals about their relationship. They have working relationships with the people in their band with, and people are,
which is a little weird.
But they're polite and they work together and they can somehow come up with something good. But if you want to come up with something that's just got like, I mean, rock and roll, especially the kind of music we play, it's really, a lot of people can play what we play. It's how you play it that makes the difference, you know? And if that feeling isn't there, and you're on stage and you're looking at people with contempt, or you're looking at people with resentment, and you're not feeling that dynamic, I think your music is truly going to suffer.
And I think people could feel that as well. That the people that are watching you, they could feel the bizarre vibes that are going on stage, and you're obviously not as intense, but.
Have you always had a good relationship?
Me and him always have.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I was thinking maybe you can hear on certain songs or maybe certain gigs that you.
Oh no. Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever gotten into it. He left a hi-hat stand out once, like 5 years ago. That I
Which I still don't think it was.
And I didn't even get. I mean, we don't get that mad.
Yeah.
I mean, you've even said that to me. You're like, yeah, I did it just because I knew you wouldn't get that mad.
Yeah.
I get a little mad, but
I was a little drunk then, but. It was
Well, the album Handwritten has been released last year. How do you look back? Do you have enough time to look back on it and say what you think of the album?
I'm just getting to the point right now where I'm really listening. I've been listening back to the album to get ready for tours, just practicing, and I'm really starting to look at it critically from like the point of view that the next step is going to be the next record, and what did I do on this record that I don't like, and things that I really want to like change or move in a different direction. Actually, that's kind of started the last couple months where I'm really been critically looking at the record and trying to like pick it apart and understand what I would like to do different next time.
Can you share something?
Yeah, I think I took, on a personal level, it happens in the band a lot where we try to write different kinds of songs and we don't want to write the same record over and over again. And on Handwritten, with the exception of a couple older songs, it's the first time we've started to get into this like blues-driven, riffy kind of rock, like a little bit more. And since it's the first time we went there, I think some of the earlier songs we wrote in that style, to me, are like a little basic. Like where I wish like the drums just had a little more spice to them, and that they're a little flat. And I think that was a result of taking it easy, kind of letting these songs like start to come together. And now if we keep writing these songs, I think they're gonna get far more interesting. I feel like it happens with us a lot, like where we decide we wanna play a bit of a new, different type of music, but you're not automatically good at something.
Yeah.
Maybe it takes like a record to actually write the kind of song you wanna write. So that's how I'm feeling about it now. I'm definitely ready to move on.
But will the new album be more in the sound that you discussed now?
Oh, who knows?
Yeah, who knows now?
Yeah, we've barely started writing, so it would be presumptuous to say.
And for you, if you look back on the previous album, what do you hear critically?
Critically, I kind of the opposite. I do that as soon as I got home on this record. Me and my wife just listened to it religiously for like 2 or 3 days, which I know a lot of people can't do because they're just getting out of the studio and they can't stand it. But for some reason, I like listening to it on laptop, on the laptop, on my iPod in the car. I like listening to it on different speakers. And back then, you as soon as you leave, you're like, wait, I wish I could just do this, or I wish I could just do this. And I feel like you're always going to have that with anything you do, but especially music. But for each song, I don't know. I like Handwritten is my favorite body of work that we've done.
Yeah.
So
Why?
I don't know. I think it brought all of us to a different level as musicians, and I enjoyed this process of writing and recording more so, I think, than any other time we've ever made a record. It was something about the time it just felt not easy, but it was just fun, and we let go. And I don't know. And I feel like when I listen to these songs, it reminds me of that time. So
You said each brought you to a different level. What kind of level do you mean? Music-wise?
I think, personally, but music-wise as well, I think we had to push ourselves because we were now on a major label with a big producer and a big studio, and you've got to push yourself to that next level if you want to hang. So I think all of us got there on that record.
New album? Any plans on when you will be writing or recording? Or?
Loosely,
we talk about that,
loosely. I mean, if I had to give a rough time estimate, we'd be recording a new record by the end of this winter, early 2014, and potentially like a middle of 2014 release. But that goes with saying that we have all the songs to do that, which don't exist yet. So
No song?
there's a couple and there's ideas.
There's ideas, yeah.
We're starting to get the wheels going in that way, but you know, I'm not a soothsayer. I'm not gonna predict the future. But that's the rough guideline of.
So next year probably.
Yeah, and we've also we've learned to not put hard deadlines on ourselves because I think we've done that in the past and we've regretted it. So just keep it open.
And I read somewhere there has been a live DVD recorded.
Oh yeah.
When will it be released?
Soon, actually.
Soon, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like officially a live DVD per se, but it's a cool version of like 10 live songs from a London show that we've been just getting recently, like the versions back from to see if we like them and stuff like that. And I think it's going to be part of a re-release of Handwritten. It's going to be released with it. No idea, actually, no clue.
This year.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
if I was gonna guess, it would.
If I had to guess, the label's thoughts on it, probably a holiday time thing.
A Christmas
we'll sell
release.
many units around Christmas.
We'll put a Santa Claus hat on the record and send it out to people.
Maybe a little bell,
Right.
a little bell with it
Little
or
jingle bells.
something. God knows what their ideas are gonna be. Put it in a sock, a big Christmas sock.
Yeah.
What songs will it be? Will it just be from Handwritten live version?
No, it's a bunch.
Yeah, there's
there's a mix
There's
of
a few covers, right?
Was there?
I think there.
I can tell you right now, if you don't mind me looking at my phone in the middle of an interview. I think that's a little cheesy. Let's not do that. Because, you know, young kids, they look at their phones too much.
Okay.
Not even just young
If you had a crumpled up piece of paper, that would be cool.
old kids.
Yeah.
Well, then-
Scroll.
but I could kick. All right,
Just
we could do this,
Kick it old school.
and then this is how my phone goes. Wait,
You get a free Apple phone now.
this is how I'm doing.
What the hell?
I know. It still works though. So you know me, like I don't like changing things. I'm afraid of
works.
losing my photos. I don't know.
You just gotta upload them.
I don't know, but I don't have a
Come
computer.
on, Steve Jobs.
I don't have a computer.
Train this
either.
kid.
Oh man,
Thank you for your time.
that was
Awesome.
it.
That was it. That was it.
We
That's what I
ruined it
did.
with the phone.
The thing was I had to.
No, it's cool. I'm just messing
Someone was
with it.
talking, so I stopped now.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.